Good afternoon, the students of class 6. Today I am back with your social science history class, and today I am going to discuss another topic and revise another topic, that is names of the land and finding out about the past. And the chapter number 1, what, where, when and how, and this is the second presentation, part 2. So let's begin the presentation. So in the first slide, look at carefully that names of the land, that is the name of the subunit. So from where did the name of our country India and Bharata came from? That you know that India was, our country is called by the two names India and Bharata. So the word India comes from the word Indus, called Sindhu in Sanskrit. Indus is a river that is mentioned in the picture, Indus and its 5 tributaries, the first civilization established in Indian subcontinent on the bank of these rivers. So the Iranians and the Greeks who come through the northwest about 2500 years ago and were familiar with the Indus. The Greeks called it Indus and the Iranians called it Hindus, and the land of the east of the river was called India or Hindustan. And the name Bharata was used for a group of people who lived in the northwest and in the Rig Vedic civilization established on the bank of river Ganga and its tributaries, and those people composed the earliest literature, Rig Veda, and it is written on Sanskrit. So those people, as per the Rig Veda, the name Bharata was used for a group of people who lived in the northwest and who are mentioned in the Rig Veda, the earliest composition in Sanskrit. Later it was used for the country. So later all the people lived in the region, and the entire region called Bharata. Now next slide, next subunit, it is finding out about the past. So what is finding out about the past? That from where did, so you know the name of the chapter is what, where, when and how. So it is the second question, where. Where did we found about about the past? So, and the answer is there are several different historical documents from where we can learn about the history, we can know about the past. The number one thing, it is manuscript. So what is manuscript? That there are several ways of finding out about the past, and one is to search for and read books and that were written long ago. These are called manuscripts because they were written by hand, and these were usually written on palm leaf or on the specially prepared bark of a tree known as birch, which grows in the Himalayas. So the manuscript mainly written on the surface of palm leaf and on the bark of the birch tree. These books dealt with all kinds of subjects such as religious beliefs and practices, the lives of kings, medicine and science. Besides, these are epics, poems and plays also written on the manuscript. So many of these were written in Sanskrit, others were in Prakrit, and Prakrit is actually a spoken form of the Sanskrit. It is the word used by the ordinary people. And the Tamil, it is also an ancient language that is mostly popular in the South India. Okay, now another source another thing from which we can know about the history, that is inscriptions. And we can study inscription, and these are writings on relatively hard surfaces such as stone or metal. Sometimes kings got their orders inscribed so that people could see, read and obey them. And an example given in the picture of the slide, look at carefully. It is a one type of inscription. Of inscriptions as well, there were men and women, including kings and queens, recorded what they did. Actually, today we are used to write the diary. So at the time, the kings and queens and the ordinary men and women, they recorded their day-to-day life on the inscriptions. So, for example, kings often kept records of victories in battle, as well as they also mentioned their some achievements, like when kings often kept records of victories in some battles. Okay, next evidence is archaeological evidences. So what are the archaeological evidences? That there are many other things that were made and used in the past, and those who study these objects are called archaeologists. So who are called archaeologists? That those who study these objects called archaeologists. So the study remains bricks, stones, tools, weapons, pots, pans, ornaments and coins. Some of these objects may be made of stone, others of bone, baked clay or metal. They also look for bones of animals, birds and fish to find out what people ate in the past. So plant remains survive for far more rarely, and seeds of grains or pieces of woods have been burned. They survive in charred form. So archaeologists collected those burned remains of the plants and animals, and plant remains survive far more than animal remains. So these are the archaeological evidences. Now, or who are called historians. That historians, that is scholars who study the past, often use the word source to refer to the information found from manuscripts, inscriptions and archaeology. Once sources are found, learning about the past becomes an adventure as we reconstruct it bit by bit. So if we found the sources from those manuscript, inscription, then like historians, they reconstruct all the incidents one by one, bit by bit, and it's very interesting. So historians and archaeologists are like detectives who use all these sources like clues and find out about our pasts. So that's all from today's revision class. Thank you for watching. For future updates, stay connected with our YouTube channel and website. And do not forget to like the video and subscribe our channel. You can also follow us on our Facebook page with the same name. And our website is www.burdwanmodelschool.ac.in.